free at last. Thank Megatron, I'm free at last. Thank you. Gonna miss you, Tim. Thank you for your hospitality, Brad. I know where you live, Enrique. Say hello to your wife for me.
Hey, what's up, interwebs? I'm that toy guy, and it's my 100th review. Yay, nobody cares. Anyway, today I'm going to be taking a look at the Transformers The Last Knight Premier Edition Voyager Class Decepticon Night...
No, you half-wit.
Okay, yeah, no, sorry. Nitro Zeus, that's the better name for him. So, here he is, and take a quick look at this box. That's a KSI boss, that's not Nitro, that's not his name. From a terrible movie, he's a Voyager class, yeah, thanks tips. Transformers, still makes no sense. Same picture, the KSI boss. He's a lethal hunter. Actually, technically, he's a recon specialist. But, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, on the back of the box, you have a picture, which is not accurate because these are not supposed to be gold. They're supposed to be brown. And this was the first ever Transformer in a very long time to actually stump me when I was trying to get this guy, when I first got this guy out of the box. I could not figure it out. Because the instructions, you know what, here, let me show you something. This is my one major problem with this toy. I just threw the box and it hit my computer. Everything's okay. These are the instructions, okay? Where's the step? How do you tell what's going on right there? There are 3 things happening in that one step. There's not, these instructions are garbage. Look at that. What the hell is happening there? Like, what the hell's going on here? Like, what is that? What? You don't print dark instructions, black lined work with dark purple to actually show the steps. These instructions are garbage. That's my only issue with this toy, and my focus is going like crazy. So here is Nitro Zeus in his jet mode. He's just an airplane. I mean, in one shot of the movie, he does change airplanes from this to, I think it's a Russian stealth bomber, or a Russian stealth jet. But he changes his jet for one scene in the movie. It was really weird. Just a stupid CG issue on that part. Along with this guy also having voice changes in the movie. He goes through 2 different voice actors. And design changes, which I'll get to in a second. But here you have him in his jet mode, and you got a lot of nice sculpted detail in the cockpit there. Opening cockpit, which I'll explain why that's there in a second, or later on. You got some nice panel line work, but no actual panel lining. Now, if you're skilled with Gundam marker or pencil or anything, I'm not. But if you are, you can go in here and line this in a darkish gray, and that'll make every single detail on here pop. And then do this in a black. That'll make that nicely pop as well. And that'll give the jet a lot better of a look than this kind of prototype gray plastic they've used. I mean, Nitro was sort of this color in the movie, so that doesn't really matter. Under kibble, he does have a little bit, but I'm okay with it because it blends in very nicely to the actual jet. The only real bits of undercarriage I don't like are these jet pieces, but if you really don't like them, you just take them off. Like, they just pop off like that, so. They're on friction pegs. Yeah, they pop off. For accessories, he does come with 2 extremely white missile racks. In the movie, they're not white. Now, this one here, as you notice, the peg is not painted. So it goes in, well, if my fingers can get around here, it goes in nice and smoothly. This one, for some reason, has a painted peg. So it does not go in nice and smoothly. Come on. Yeah, it does not work. It doesn't go in nice and smoothly. But there you have Nitro all decked out with his weapons. And he's pretty sizable, too, for a Voyager. For comparison, here he is with, well, here's Skydive. As you can see, he's way bigger than Skydive. It doesn't even fit in frame. There you go. You know what? I'll just do that. He's bigger than a Deluxe. Now, next to Voyager Megatron. As you can see, he's a lot bigger than Voyager Megatron. And if you hear that noise in the background, that's my computer's fan. It's just updating right now. But yeah, this is wingspan wise, Megatron is bigger, but jet mode wise, Nitro is the bigger of the 2 jets. Now, Nitro Zeus, does have the ability. You can open that up, and here it is. You can take a Titan Master. This is Daburo from Double Cross, and you can just sit a Titan Master in the cockpit, which is really cool. I really love seeing that sort of real life integration into the movieverse Transformers. Like, that's why I like Human Alliance so much. It's also why, for some reason, I don't own any. But yeah, and the reason for this was because you can put Cogman's head on this guy, and I'll explain why that is in robot mode, which we'll get to right now. So to transform him, just take off the missile pods like so. Just get them off the side, fold up the landing strut there. Now the first thing you want to do is you want to come to the front and just pull that off, and that's the cockpit detached. Then you want to come back here, spread this section out like so, and fold the tail fin. Move your camera up and turn it. Then the next thing you want to do, this is pretty hard, is get these wings popped out properly. They're tabbed in here, here, and here, and there. So they're tabbed in several different spots. So you got to be very careful with that. Just bring those out, just like so. Take the legs and bring them out like that. They're also tabbed in very securely. This guy does tab in quite securely, except for the cockpit. So you just want to bring these out, rotate this section around, bring this section up, and bring that back down. Now we're going to make the crotch. First you want to rotate the thigh 180 degrees so the legs are oriented properly, and squish the hips together. Now this works just like Combiner Wars Bone Crusher, but this one actually stays together, which is a lot better than Combiner Wars Bone Crusher. But yeah, you just want to rotate at the thigh, so we'll bring the foot down. There you have the legs. All done. Now for the shoulder. Bring that down. Pulled out the fist. My minigun's quite loose, so I'm just going to pull it out. On this side, you want to take this, it's on this armature here, you want to take it and fold it in just like that. Take this section, bring it out, and if you see any flashing, that's my light slowly dying. But yeah, bring these sections out, fold out the little climbing hook thingies out of the back like that. Now you want to take the head, bring it down, bring this section down till it tabs in, rotate it, come to the back, bring this down just like so. Then you want to fold up the thruster and just fold this up. Now wrap the wing around itself just like that, and there you have one of those engine backpacks all done. Let's do the same on this side. Fold all that up, wrap all that up like so, and there you have Nitro Zeus in his robot mode. And that's not movie accurate at all. And this is why. Now this version of Nitro, let me just readjust my tripod here. I'm guessing there was either a communication error between Hasbro and the Michael Bay movie team, but this design right here is based on concept art, which you see on the left. Yeah, so I'm guessing, my theory is that Nitro was going to look like this, and it was going to be called Nitro, but then Michael Bay and the movie team at ILM decided at the last minute to make him look better than that, and make him a different looking thing, but the toy had already been designed and made, so that's my guess, is just, that fluctuating light is just annoying. Stop it. My guess is just that this toy was designed before the changes were made to Nitro, and so that's why we have a toy, another toy based on concept art. Just like Voyager class Hound, who actually, I found out his vehicle mode with the guns on the back was seen in a small shot in the movie. So yeah, but anyway, here is Nitro Zeus. Now, quick thing to note, his head comes off. It's Titan Master peg. You can take a Titan Master and plug it in, albeit it's very loose, but you can do that, and this light is fluctuating again. Stop it. Stop flickering. You see that? You see that flickering right up there? That is annoying. That is the only lights I've got, so I gotta work with this for now. But yeah, he does that. Now, an early draft of the script, another change with Nitro, was in an early draft of the script, when he spoiler alert, when he dies at the hands of everyone's best yellow friend, he gets his head blown off. And this early draft of the script was Cogman was going to turn into a headmaster, commandeer Cogman's or Nitro's body, and save the humans. For some reason, they decided not to do that, and they went with Optimus Prime saving the humans. I don't know why. I would have loved to have seen Cogman do the headmaster thing, because then that justifies this function, but hey, whatever. You can still take Cogman and put him on there. But my Titan Master connection, as you can see, is quite loose on my figure. There he goes. It's very loose. And the phone's ringing. Excuse me for one moment. Don't you just love it when the telemarketers from Air Duct Cleaning Services call? Anyways, so getting in close here on this concept head sculpt, I do quite like it. It does make Nitro a lot more scary than how he actually was in the movie. He's very cheerful, and he had some playful banter with some humans and things. It was pretty cool. You got one of his 2 tattoos. He only has 2 tattoos, which kind of sucks. But yeah, you do have some gray and black. It does look a lot nicer, though, in person than on camera with a fluctuating light. But you got some silver right here in the arm. You got the Gatling gun. You got some more sculpted detail on the cannon arm there. Yes, that is a cannon. You do have some nice painted brown on the... Hey, it matches. Some nice brown on the legs there with some black paint going on. And these very, very curvature thighs. And that is a KSI boss trait. It had very curved like thighs. So yeah, articulation-wise, heads, Titan Master joints, it's on a ball joint. Shoulders can do a full 360 degrees. They can go out that far. Shoulder pads move out of the way. Bicep swivel. This elbow bends just under 90 degrees, whereas this elbow bends hardly anything, which is kind of stupid. No wrist and no waist movement. Wrist movement, they probably could have put on this one, but there really isn't a reason. Waist movement, they could not have put due to transformation, so that's fine. Hips can go forward. They can go back about that far. They can go out that much. He does have an upper thigh cut. Single jointed knee that bends pretty far, and these knee pads can move wherever you want. I like them down here because that's more akin to how the movie worked. And the feet can go forwards and backwards. So yeah, that's Nitro for you right there. Now, for a comparison, here he is next to Skydive holding his missiles. I'm not putting the missiles on him. You can put them on the back there on those 2 ports, but they're so white that they stand out, and I'm going to paint them before I stick them on this guy. So there's Skydive with his missiles. And here he is next to his leader, who he is slightly taller than, which is kind of funny because in the movie he was like this tall. So a deluxe Nitro would have been cool, but the movie line for some reason was cut short. Whatever. Now, if you really want to give him his necklace or something, if you have the DC Batman animated series Joker figure, it comes with this necklace here. Now you can just heat it up slightly with a hairdryer and bend it a little bit. Pop off his head. Put it on his neck. And then just sort of bend it down there a little bit. And there you go. Now he has his necklace, which is pretty cool. You also should probably paint it gold because he had a gold chain. If you really want to get a proper gold chain, you can get a couple metal ones with some higher end action figures. Or you can use the Lego Ninjago gold nunchuck chains. So yeah, that's basically it for Nitro. He does have a little bit of kibble, but I mean that is understandable. It's a modern day movie toy. You're not going to get like wonders of engineering like you would Mixmaster. But he's still really cool. He's my favorite figure, just beating this one by a tiny little bit. But yeah, he is definitely my favorite figure from the Last Night line. And probably the last Night figure I get. I mean, I want to get Hot Rod, but I have not seen one anywhere. I don't even think he's come out in Canada yet. But other than that, that's really the last Night figure I really want to get, because this line was just very, very, very weird. Very weird. It was short, with characters we wanted we never got, like Onslaught and Mohawk. Excuse me. And, a proper Cogman. Like, I would love a deluxe class Cogman that just turned into a head. That would be cool. But yeah, oh well, whatever. Anyway, Nitro Zeus, definitely go pick one up if you can find it. So I work at a store called the Hudson's Bay in Canada. If you know what that is, great. If not, it's a store that sells things from watches to clothing to toys to more clothing. Anyway, they sell toys. Now, I had been looking for a Nitro ever since he was released, and I had not found one. One day at the Bay, I'm working, and I work in the watch department. I was working, just putting away watches, and this one guy with his family comes down and says, "Hey, can you cash us out?" And I said, "Yeah, I can do that right here on the till." So I'm going through the whole thing, scanning everything, whatnot. He's handing me everything because he's got a lot of stuff. There's clothing, there's socks, there's shirts, there's a dress for his wife, a Lego set for his kid. One of these, I had no idea we had one of these in store, and I asked him, and he's like, "No, it was the last one up there." Bought it for his kid. That was disappointing. But then like 2 days later, my mom found this in Virginia. So yeah, whatever. It's still a cool figure. So if you can find one, definitely pick it up. You will not be disappointed. And if you don't want it for Nitro Zeus, you can use it as Thunderwing. You get the little Titan Master. You can just put it in there and paint it up. You get your Thunderwing. And I hope Repro Labels comes out with a sticker sheet for this guy to give him his tattoos, because I want to do that. But yeah, that's Nitro Zeus, and I'm that toy guy. Stay tuned for my next video.